Skipper Ben Brown, so much to talk about, but first of all, what a tremendous performance, because that's beating a First Division side and pretty emphatically as well.
Yeah, I'm delighted. I think, yeah, you're right. The margin of victory in a low-scoring game was really quite comprehensive in the end, and I think we played the better cricket all week. I think that's fair to say. I think both sides had young sides out. In all fairness, and I thought our young guys stood up brilliantly. I think the guys, particularly on their first-class debut, the way they handled the game, the occasion, they were so competitive, so in the game. Henry and Jack obviously got the wickets as well, but they were both brilliant, and I'm delighted for a young team to taste victory in a championship game.
Going into today, Ben, the game was pretty much nip and tuck. It was difficult to pick a winner. I just wonder how crucial those runs were that Sussex made this morning.
Yeah, definitely. We spoke about this morning. Runs down the order would really hurt them there, especially to get over 200. I felt, they're then chasing the biggest score in the game by quite some distance. So yeah, really, really crucial runs down the order from everybody there. Even big Mitch swinging the bat at the end, it just hurts them a little bit. So yeah, we felt confident going out to bowl that we had enough.
And we spoke last night to Phil about the Sussex running between the wickets as well. Really quite aggressive running, turning twos into threes and picking up some good singles as well, rotating the strike.
Yeah, definitely. It's something we've spoken about as a batting group. I think conditions at home, there's usually something in it for the bowlers. So the more we can get up the other end, rotate right left-handers and put pressure on the bowlers that way. And that's where fitness comes in. Someone like Phil, great athlete, running his twos there. No, really good.
Let's talk about some of those performances. Let's start with the youngsters. And Jack Castle, he took 5 wickets in the match, and he's a name that not many people in Sussex know much about. So tell us a bit about him, Ben.
Yeah, so he's been with us a few years now. Sort of behind the scenes in the academy setup. He's an Irish lad who's sacrificed an incredible amount to be over here. Away from his family. He's worked incredibly hard, and certainly over the last year, his rate of improvement's been fantastic. And yeah, I thought he bowled brilliantly in the game. Absolutely no fear coming in. His first over was outstanding in the match and really set him up in the game. And I thought he handled the occasion absolutely superbly.
And he got a wicket with his second ball in each innings as well. And particularly the first innings, he sort of seemed to change the field around a little bit for him.
Yeah, absolutely. He has no fear of having men round the bat, which I think is a great sign for a spinner. He wants to attack. He wants to take wickets. There's no thought in his mind of anything else other than taking wickets. So yeah, he deserved that. And when we saw one, sort of spat out the rough around the corner, and then he got another catcher, and I think that created doubt in the batter's mind. He got his wicket.
And he got a good catch as well down at fine leg. I just sort of love the way he celebrates, Ben. He has a punch of the fist and, clearly wants to win.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a hugely passionate cricketer, wasn't he, out there? And, he's absolutely fantastic around the group. And, yeah, I'm delighted for him. I think, these young guys that come in, he fielded his heart out. He has done all pre-season. Bowled with everything. And as you say, took a great catch as well.
Let's talk about 2 of the more established players. We'll talk about Ollie Robinson, but not too much because he's standing behind us at the minute. But we'll talk about, because you can't win matches without getting runs on the board. And Phil Salt, 148 runs in the match.
Yeah, Phil played brilliantly, didn't he? Hit the ground running. He's been in great form with England as well going into this game. So yeah, really pleased to see him continue his form. We know England selectors are looking at him, and he's played fantastically well this week.
And I just wonder a little bit of a change as well, Ben, because yesterday afternoon when it needed someone to stay there, Phil seemed to be able to adjust his game to the situation. How pleasing is that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's one thing people don't talk enough about with Phil. He's actually got a very, very good defence. I think clearly he's got a powerful game. He's got all the shots in his repertoire, but actually you don't score runs as an opener in first-class cricket in England without having a good defence. And that's something that people don't talk about a lot with Phil. And he's got a fantastic defence and a good game when he backs his defence. He can bat for long periods.
You need to get runs to win matches, you need to get wickets as well, and Ollie Robinson, well, another fifer as well, and that spell particularly before lunch. Perhaps that won the game, really.
Yeah, brilliant. It set the tone, brilliantly well. I think when someone bowls like that before the lunch break, you obviously know that people are going back in the dressing room having been got out saying, yeah, it's doing loads, or it's doing this, doing that, and I think Ollie sets the tone, pretty much every time he bowls now. So yeah, to go in at lunch having the 3 wickets, Sam North East obviously the biggest wickets to take, I think, probably sent, a few shivers down their spines.
A good win, Ben, but I guess not to get carried away, because still plenty of work to do.
Plenty of work to do, and I think plenty of areas to improve. We've just had a chat there about we need to get 300 in the first inning, particularly at Hove. If we can sort of get up to that period, we're certainly capable of doing it. I thought the batters, I think perhaps we looked a little bit rusty, perhaps in that first innings. I think we can certainly bat better, and that's the area we've got to improve. I think the way we bowled in this game, you put 300 on the scoreboard in the first innings there, I think you blow the team away even more than we did. So, yeah, we want to take a little bit of pressure off the bowlers and make sure we get those big scores in the first innings.
Good to get off to the competition with a win though, Ben. Now off to Canterbury to play Kent. You've got a bit of rest ahead of that. What are your thoughts looking ahead to that game?
Yeah, another exciting challenge. I think they're pretty much full strength from what I can see. So it'll be a great challenge for us as a young side to go to their Division 1 team with full strength, and we're really up for the challenge. And when you've got a win under your belt, you go there with confidence.